Right, we're on Harmoney now, a coin that I'm not yet invested in. I'm waiting to see it make a new, pretty much a new low before the trend changes. It had a nice little run yesterday with a lot of the other coins. Had a nice little run yesterday. Bitcoin picked up a little bit of pace and took the others with it, but we're trading beneath the 200 EMA, which has looks as though it's become a bit of a resistance level for it. We're also sinking beneath the other main moving averages, and like I said in my previous videos, I do expect to see this make its way down to 2 cent at some point soon, and then we can make a decision where we're going to take it from there. In saying that though, if we were to look at this and look at it realistically, I say realistically, look at it technically, what I see here also on another note is, what colour should we choose? We're going to go with a nice green. We technically had yesterday, and this might have been part of its reason for making a little burst, we had a higher low. Only just, I mean this is a wick here rather than a candlestick, but we did have a higher low. So this was our low here at around 21.38, and then we had a higher low at 21.65, which is very, very there's nothing much to it, it's very small. So I'm kind of, at the moment, I'm discounting it, because also this whole movement was, I'd say, based around Bitcoin as well, so it wasn't really its own movement, but it did take place all the same, so we can't really ignore it. We're at a crucial moment in this next hour or two. We've got to see if this candle here makes a higher low again, or if it brings us down and back further down, anywhere beneath 21.33. If it breaks beneath there and stays beneath there, then that would confirm to me that it would keep going down towards that 2 cent mark. Doesn't necessarily mean it will hit 2 cents, by the way, but that would be I wouldn't feel comfortable buying any of this coin until it either makes a significant bounce from there, or it shows me some kind of signal to suggest that its low is now in. I've got a feeling it will make that 2 cent mark, but it's definitely looking like it wants to get down there a little bit more. This was not a higher high, by the way, and this was just a very higher low, just by hardly anything really, fractions of a cent. So I'm not really putting too much weight into that. We're losing volume as well, so the volume is decreasing. Generally, that might not be too much of an issue. Its price can still increase with lower volumes. It's not too much of an issue, but it would suggest that with lower volumes, it's not going to make bigger moves. It needs high volume to make big moves, and it can still make recovery without having big volume, but it won't be as fast. And as it stands at the moment, it looks like the sell-offs are larger than the buybacks. I mean, there's a lot of selling off going here. This is what I would expect to see of a new ICO. It's like what happened to all the others. We had a lot of FOMOing in, people taking profit now, and won't be looking to buy it back until we reach what would be considered a new low. And as we see here, the all-time low, well, not the all-time low, but a resistance low. So a support low is just around that 2 cents. So I think that's where we're headed. So anyway, if you are holding on to this coin, and you bought it, up here somewhere, I wouldn't worry so much. It's a good coin to have. The more I look at it, the more I do think it's probably a good one for the long term as well. But so don't worry, if you're underwater on this, it'll all come round. And if you're looking to buy it back, I mean, I'm probably looking to make a buy maybe around 2 cent, depending on how fast and how the support level holds out. I would expect, this is my expectation, I would expect it to test that 2 cent and make a bounce, but I think it will test it a second time, maybe even a third time, and I'm going to see how that support holds out, because there is a good chance that if it would break it, if it makes it down to the 2 cent, there is also a good chance it will break it and go lower than that. and it's at that point there it'll really start picking up the pace when people start buying it back. The lowest I would ever expect it to go would be 1.5 cents. If it ever makes it down there, that'd be a great buy for me. Don't do it because you think I think it's a good idea. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do, not your financial advisor. But if it ever made it down that low, I mean that'd be a great place to buy it back, to see a relatively fast recovery. So let's hold out, let's see where we're going, wait till we get closer to 2 cents and see how the price changes. Then we are moving towards a weekend, and weekends can be quite unpredictable when it comes to crypto, so I always take the charts over the weekend with a pinch of salt, and see where we go after the weekend, so Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, I'll leave it with you there. So thank you for watching anyway. I hope you have a nice day, take it easy, and see you on the next one.